A Vancouver resident says the city's bylaw system is unfair after his son was ticketed for parking the wrong way in front of his house. The man says he and his son were inside the garage looking for tools to jumpstart a car. And as Val Bratch reports, the infraction will cost them $50 now or $175 later.
On Tuesday, Matt McDonald parked his car in front of his parents' house to help with a dead battery. Matt and his father, Basil, went to the garage to look for jumper cables. When they returned 15 minutes later, they say there was a ticket on the windshield for having a car parked in the opposite direction of traffic.
The specific text of the law is that it's an offense to stop or park other than headed in the direction of traffic. So you stop, face another car, to jumpstart the car, and you're subject to a ticket.
McDonald says the exact wording of the bylaw would make it illegal for anyone to park in the opposite direction on a street under any circumstance. The city says if McDonald was actually working on the car at the time the officer drove by, there'd be no ticket.
This law should be written a little more clearly.
Vancouver City Councillor George Affleck says bylaws are constantly being reviewed, and this one may be one that needs to be clarified.
What happened? When was it written? You know, was it meaningful back then? Is it meaningful now? And that's what we're looking at for sure.
Matt McDonald inquired about disputing the ticket, but the city's own website notes that less than 5% of appeals succeed.
I figured I'd have a good chance of disputing it, because I had a decent reason to be doing that. So I gave the city a call to see what they said, and they basically said I'm out of luck.
Vancouver has what it calls a fast-track system for bylaw tickets. Essentially pay it quickly, avoid higher penalties. The McDonald family says that discourages people from making appeals.
That's where a lot of people are feeling a bit frustrated, because the fast tracking provides the ability not to clog up the system. But what's happening as a result, what we're hearing, I think, is that people are saying, if they're fast-tracking so much, they're just saying, sorry, no, that's not a dispute.
The McDonalds are reluctantly going to pay the $50 ticket now to avoid the full penalty of $175. Val Bratch, CBC News, Vancouver.